You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. It is that time when all the weekend passionate warriors come out to play. Now, what it is, these are people that say, Scott, I want to face my passion every single day. I want to do what I love every single day, but I'm going to do it on the weekend for sure. So my goal over my life is to get you to professionally do it every single day of the week, okay? We're going to work on that, so hang on for the ride. Today, well, let me ask you a question. Are you do you consider yourself a high achiever? I don't know if you, I mean, I do kind of, sort of, depending on the day. It's weird. It's a weird way of explaining. I am. That's all there is to it. But nonetheless, high achievers run into all kinds of crazy things. There are 3 walls they run into. I've identified these over the years. I'm going to go over those with you today. Maybe you'll recognize them. Maybe you can avoid them. Okay, we'll talk about that as we get on with the show today. It is a Daily Boost. It's me, Scott Smith. Good to have you. Did you hear Chip on the podcast yesterday? I don't think I've ever done that before, where I've had another person literally take over my podcast. But it was so interesting and so cool. He had about 7 minutes of the podcast. It was awesome if you didn't hear it. And 6:30 this morning, I get a text from him. Scott, that was awesome. That's what he was saying in the text. And then about 5 hours later, he gives me a call on the way back from the gym. Put 7 pounds of muscle on in the past couple of months, part of our coaching program to drive that. He's like, dude, that was awesome. I listened again. It was so much fun. Maybe I'll do it again. We'll see. Check it out. That was Thursday's show. It was awesome. If you would like to make sure that you are doing more of what you love and less of what you hate, that is my simple goal in life. Hit me up at Instagram at Face Your Passion. Send the word 6. It's based on my 6 passion framework. I will send you my passion alignment audit at Face Your Passion, the word 6. So what are these walls? Every achiever hits walls. It's just going to happen. I'm kind of used to it. It's like you're always, new level, new devil, right? You just keep on going and going and going, and you're going to run into new stuff. I don't know. Were you like me? Did you at one time think, when I get there, I'll be there? Some people get surprised by that. And actually, I see a lot of people get worn out by it. Let me just think about this for a second. I actually had a call this morning by that. Otherwise successful people. My coaching clients are all, they're all college educated, and mostly masters, some MBAs, a couple of PhDs in the group as well. I think differently they do it. I think it really helped them. But I can tell you this, every single one of them, there are days when they're like, man, I'm just nothing. I just can't do anything. I just feel like I haven't made it yet. I'm like, have you seen your house? Have you seen your bank account? Have you seen what you've done? It's crazy, but they just feel that way, right? So it happens to everybody. I see it 5 days a week here in my work. What is the number one wall that people run into? This would fall into my impact category because most people in my world want to make an impact. But as they're trying to make an impact, they find that they have golden handcuffs on. I call it the golden handcuff prison. It could be a bad relationship. It could be a job. Something you've been at for a long time. You're stuck. You can't move. It could be a lot of things. I mean, usually when you've been you've gotten out of college and you've been at it for about 20 years and maybe the kids are leaving the house and you feel stuck. You just can't move, right? Something's missing. On the outside, you look like you're a success, but you're kind of dying on the inside. You start doing the math. It's like, man, I don't know if I can do this another 15 or 20 years. People say that. Is there anything left? Well, what am I going to do? And most people, it's not about money at that point. It's about impact in the world. Am I just going to burn out and enjoy whatever comes next, put up with it until maybe I get to retire someday? You're supposed to be set free at that time. You are, but it's become your prison. And what happens is when you hit this golden handcuff prison, people are afraid to leave. And usually the fear is this. They're afraid they're going to lose things. So they stay close and they lose themselves. And one of the missions that I always have, this is, if you ever talk to me, I could get together for tea or coffee someday, and I'll tell you this. It's like you shouldn't have to give up what you got to get what you want. I think if you plan that way, most people say, well, okay, I got to give up a few to get the new stuff. Sometimes, yes. But you want to keep all the good stuff, all right? So the golden handcuff prison is probably the first wall you're going to run into. Now, what happens after that? See this every single day. I call it the income terror. You figure out what you like to do. It's like maybe you've been sitting there in these golden handcuffs and you finally made the break. And it's like, oh, God, it's Scott. I'm going to do more of what I love, like you talk about all the time. I can't afford it now. I don't want to spend my nest egg. I worked really hard to save my money. I need some money. I'm going to be around here another 50 years. I got to keep earning some money. What am I going to do? I have no idea to do that. I do not want to start over from scratch. We get a lot of people that come in here and work with me, and one of the first things they say is, Scott, I just don't want to do what I'm doing anymore. I just want to start over. And I said, no, you don't. You built so much. You want to build upon that, but do what you love to do. So let's look at it differently, see if we can reframe what you're doing and find another way to use that expertise, that experience, and turn it into something that will drive you and give you more connections, and give you more impact, and give you more, yes, financial stability. Give you that too. The thought of throwing away all your dreams scares you, but the thought of throwing away everything else to get your dreams scares you even more. It's a wall you run into. You are acutely aware. I know I've been through this, okay? That you don't got 25 years to rebuild. Time is running out. And you could still be here 50 years on the planet. You have to be probably in your 40s to start thinking this way. If you're younger than that, you're like, what's he talking about? That's kind of weird. So you kind of get up and get rolling. You get these golden handcuffs. You're in prison. Boom, it hits you. And most people, it takes a good long time to work out of that. Either you'll kind of work through it and get out of it, or one day you'll just be fed up, or you'll just stay there forever. Kind of the three options. Number two, if you do make the break, income terror hits in because, okay, what was I thinking? My burn rate's too high. I can't spend this kind of money. I got to get there. I got to start making some more money. That happens. So those are the first two walls you're going to hit. What's number three?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
I call it the independence illusion. That's what it is. This, to me, is the scariest one. You hear me talking about holding space. Space, if you haven't heard it, what that means is I want you to go to your calendar and hold space for yourself. Now, here's what people do when they do that. They say, yes, Scott, great. I cleared the calendar. I made space for myself. Look at me. I've got all this time. And then they lose their discipline. They lose their focus. And before you know it, they filled it up again. I said, hold it. I didn't say hold it for a second. Hold it. I didn't say anything else. No other qualification. Take that space. It's yours. Don't waste it. Well, most people, what happens is they break through those first two walls, the golden handcuff prison and the income terror, and something really insidious happens. You start reverting to your old patterns. The independence you thought you gained, you worked so hard to break through and get there. Now you find yourself working harder, not living better. You realize you've just created another job, not true freedom. You got a kind of a nagging voice inside you that says, what if I'm just postponing the inevitable exhaustion that's going to come from doing this? You will wear yourself out, and you will change when you wear yourself out. It always happens. So this sounds kind of bad what I'm talking about. It's all easy to get through. It's just a mindset shift. Everything is mindset. It can be coached through with a little bit of reframing. That's all there is to it. But make no mistake, there is a point in your life, and you may hit it in your 20s. I hit it when I was 18. Honestly, I thought this way when I was out of the womb thinking this way. I'm just saying. So this is my life. I never did corporate at all. Never had that kind of career at all. I had to do things completely differently because that's how I had to do it. But everybody else at some point is going to run into this. They're going to figure out that, hey, look, I am trapped. My golden handcuffs have me in a prison and I can't find the darn key. Scary. And it takes a little time to work through that. I'm not going to lie to you. It does take some time. That's why we mastermind and stuff like that to get that to happen. Number 2, the income terror. When you finally make the break and you think, okay, here I go. This better work. Scary time, isn't it? Told a client this morning, my job is essentially to get you paid. If I can't figure out a way to make you money, this is not going to work. He said, yeah, let's get going. So, okay, we can do that. And finally, the independence illusion, right? And this is where you finally are broken free. Maybe you got yourself settled. It's kind of cool. And you take your eye off the prize. You slip back to, you think you're free, but suddenly you're busy. You know what I've seen a lot? I've seen this a lot. And this is just my perspective from being a little bit older with a brand new grandchild. His name is Evan. He's 7 pounds, 9 ounces, born yesterday. He's awesome. But sometimes you become a grandparent and suddenly the kids, they draft you. It's like, oh, look, we got some free help. Come over here. And before you know it, this illusion of time that you had is taken up. And it's fine. You're with your family and everything else. But now it's like you got a job at a pay grade that you never agreed to. You got to control that stuff. You do, okay? All right, I want to share that with you today because this happens all the time. It's part of my world, and I've lived it. I still live it sometimes, and I coach people through it all the time. Pay attention. Golden handcuff prison, income terror, the independence illusion. At Face Your Passion on Instagram. DM me the word 6. I'll send you some cool stuff.